Good morning. Welcome to Substitute Tuesday. I'm Dorothy Lee, Family and Consumer Science Agent, University of Florida, Escambia County Extension Service. And today is a day that we're going to talk a little bit about turkeys. The holidays are just around the corner. Actually, it's less than 2.5 weeks to Thanksgiving and a little bit more, couple of weeks until Christmas. So let's talk turkey. This year, probably our holiday season is going to be a little bit different than we are used to because of the COVID, and we're not having large family gatherings as we've had in the past. So therefore, we don't need the same size turkey that probably you've cooked previously for a large family gathering. But let's talk a little bit about selecting a turkey and thawing a turkey and cooking a turkey. One of the things that we want to make sure that when we select a turkey is how many people are you serving. Maybe it's a very small group, maybe only 2 people, or maybe only 4 people. So instead of purchasing that 20-pound turkey, which you're going to eat a lot of turkey leftovers in the coming days, think about purchasing a small turkey breast, or maybe even some turkey tenderloins to prepare, or even Cornish game hens are wonderful for the turkey substitute for your poultry for the holiday season. And thawing a turkey, following some food safety steps will assure that we have a safe holiday. And one of the things when you're thawing your turkey is there are 3 different ways that you can thaw a turkey. One is, of course, in your refrigerator, and a frozen turkey takes about 24 hours per 5 pounds of turkey to thaw. In other words, if you had a 20-pound turkey, you would take that and divide it by 5. You would know how many hours it would take to defrost your turkey. Another method is in the sink in cold water. Remember, thawing a turkey in the sink in cold water, every 30 minutes you have to change the water to make sure that it stays cold and to assure that the turkey stays at a very low temperature while it's thawing. And the third method is thawing the turkey in the microwave. Turkeys can definitely be thawed in the microwave, depending on the size of your microwave. That of course would depend on the size of turkey that you would purchase to try the thawing method in your microwave. One of the things with the microwave is to follow the instructions listed in your purchaser's manual from your microwave. Now, one thing about microwaving, there are hot spots in a microwave, which means that it cooks in different areas. So watch to make sure that you're not getting, maybe a drumstick that is already thawed and partially cooked, whereas the breast, which is a much denser part of the turkey, is just now starting to thaw. Turkeys that are thawed and cooked later, either in the microwave or in the oven method, cannot be refrozen. So those are just some of the ways that are food safe in thawing a turkey. Now let's talk a little bit about in making sure that when we're preparing our turkey, we follow some very, very simple steps. One is we want to make sure that everything is clean. With our turkey, we do not want to rinse it. You know, in the past, we've always said, oh, rinse our meat and so forth. Now they've found that that spreads more bacteria. So don't rinse your turkey. Make sure your turkey doesn't come in contact with other foods while you're preparing it. Make sure all utensils are clean, counters are clean and sanitized before and after you prepare your turkey, and the turkey is now in the oven. The next step is we don't want to cross-contaminate any of the foods. If you're thawing your turkey in the refrigerator, place it in some type of a flat pan or a flat container so that any of those juices that tend to drop from the thawing liquid of the turkey will not thaw and drop down to lower shelves and contaminate other foods. And of course, cooking it. That's really an important factor in having a very safe food product with any type of poultry, is making sure that you cook the bird in the manner that it's done from the inside out. With the turkey, of course, we use a food thermometer. 160 to 165 degrees is the internal temperature of cooking a turkey. Insert your thermometer in the breast area, or actually between the thigh and the breast, and not into the bone, and watch to make sure that it reaches that internal temperature of 165. Now, some turkeys have an internal thermometer, and oftentimes with an internal thermometer, of course, it's supposed to pop up when the turkey it has cooked and reached that temperature, but sometimes that doesn't happen. And so if that doesn't happen, then one of the things to do is to make sure that you return it to the oven and make sure that you cook it maybe 10 or 15 more minutes to make sure that it is completely cooked in that center and that breast area and so forth. The last thing that we want to pay close attention to is chilling. After the meal is served, food needs to be put in containers and stored in the refrigerator. 3 to 4 days. Leftover turkey can be stored anywhere from around 2 days with some type of gravy, and then about 3 days with some type of stuffing or dressing. So that's one of the things that we need to pay close attention to, is not to leave food out on our table for a long period of time. There is a 2-hour rule at room temperature, no more than 2 hours. And if you don't really know how long it's been at room temperature, then it is, when in doubt, throw it out. So those are just some of the tips to help you in preparing your holiday meal and serving your turkey, and have a safe, happy holiday.